Hello, good afternoon everyone. Today we are discussing with one of our topic under this chapter 7, employee selection. So employee selection is a process of choosing the right candidate for a job from a pool of applicants. Yes, of course, when we choose employee, we really need to choose the right one. Okay, so the selection process is a systematic procedure used by organizations to choose the most suitable candidates for a job positions. It typically involves several stages including screening resumes, conducting interviews, administering tests or assessments, checking references, and making final hiring decisions. So these things it is very important no for selecting employees. And the process aims to identify individuals who possess the necessary qualifications, skills, and characteristics to succeed in the role of and continue to the organization. Okay, so there are 8 steps in selection process. So first is completion of application. Yes, it's one of the major requirements. No, the second one is initial interview in the HR department or human resource department. Three is pre-employment testing. Four, reference background check, supervisor team and interview, medical exam or drug test. And the seventh one is hiring decision. And the last one is job offer. So step one, completion of application. So in the context of employee selection, completion of application is typically refers to when a candidate has filled out all the required sections of the job application form, including personal information, work history, education, and any other relevant details requested by the employer. So this step is usually essential for the candidate to be considered for the position. Okay, so that's our step one, completion of application. And then the step two, an initial interview in the HR department. So an initial interview in the HR department is typically the first stage of the hiring process. It is an opportunity for HR personnel to screen candidates, assess their qualification, experience, and fit for the role, and gather additional information not necessarily included in the application. So this interview helps HR determine which candidate will move toward the selection process. And then the step 3, educational background. Educational background refers to a person's academic history, including their degrees, diploma, certificates, and any relevant coursework or training they have completed. So this information is often included on resumes or job application and can be important factor in assessing a candidate's qualification for a particular job or academic program. And then reference or background check. So a reference background check is a process conducted by employees to verify the information provided by job applicants and to do assess their suitability for the position for a position. So this is typically involves contracting reference provided by candidate to require about their work experience skills and character backgrounds. And yeah, background checks may also involves looking into a candidate's criminal history, credit history, and employment history to ensure they may met the requirements for the position and so do not have any red flags that could affect their suitability for the role. So that's the step 4. And then the step 5 is supervisor team interview. So a supervisor or team interview is a stage in the hiring process when the candidates meet with the hiring manager or supervisor of the department they would potentially be working in, as well as other team members. So this interview allows the supervisor and team members to assess the candidates fit within the team dynamics, evaluate their interpersonal skills, and gauge how well they would collaborate and contribute to the team goals. And it is also provide candidates with an opportunity to learn more about the team and the role they are applying from those directly involved in the day-to-day operations. So that's the step 5. And then the step 6, medical exam or drug test. So a medical exam and drug tests are often conducted as part of the pre-employment screening process. So the medical exam assesses the candidate's overall health and ability to perform the job duties safely. So it may include tests such as physical examinations, blood tests, and screening for specific health conditions. So the drug test is conducted to detect the presence of illegal substances or prescription medications that could impair job performance or pose a safety risk in the workplace. This could be involve a urine test, blood test, saliva test, or hair and follicle test. Then step 7 is the hiring decision. So during this step, the hiring decision is the culmination of entire recruitment and selection process. It involves assessing all the information gathered about the candidates, including the qualification, experience, interview, performance, references, background checks, and any other relevant factors. Based on this evaluation, the hiring manager or decision-making team decides which candidates to extend a job offer to. So the decision-making process involves weighing various factors such as skills, cultural fit, team dynamics, and alignment with the organization's goal and values. So ultimately, the goal is to select the candidate who is best match of the positions and will be, yeah. And then the step 8, job offer. So job offer, the last step. A job offer is an official invitation extended by a employer to a candidate inviting them to join the organization in specific role. It typically outlines the terms and conditions of employment, including the job title, salary or hourly rates, benefits, work schedule, start date, and any other relevant details. So once a candidate receives a job offer, they have sorry, the opportunity to review the teams and decide whether to accept or decline the offer. So if they accept, they usually communicate their acceptance to the employer in writing and onboarding process begins. If they decline, they provide a reason for the decisions. Yeah, that's the step 8. So
Okay, the continuation of our report. These are the types of pre-employment. So, pre-employment means it is a test of measuring, screening, and most qualified applicants for the job in terms of attitude, behavior, personality. The most qualified administer some or all of the following pre-employment. Number one is the polygraph test. Polygraph tests, also known as lie detector tests, are sometimes used in human resource management, but their use is controversial and restricted in many jurisdictions. While they may be used in certain situations, such as in some security clearance processes of investigation, they are generally not considered reliable enough to be the sole basis of employment decision. Number two, honesty and integrity test. Honesty and integrity tests are tools used by HR to assess a candidate's ethical behavior, trustworthiness, and reliability. They often involve scenarios or questions designed to gauge how individuals would respond in situations involving honesty, integrity, and ethical decision making. Number four is the graphology. Graphology, also known as a handwriting analysis, is a method where personality traits are interfered from handwriting. While it's sometimes used in HR, its reliability is widely debated, and it's not considered as a scientifically valid method for making hiring decisions. Many HR professionals prefer more objective assessment tools. Number four is the physical aptness. Physical aptness assessments evaluate a candidate's physical abilities relevant to a job, such as strength, endurance, and agility. These are the test occupations requiring physical fitness, law enforcement. They ensure candidates effectively perform job duties. Personality and interest inventories. Personality and interest inventories are assessment used in HR to understand a candidate's personality traits, preferences, and interests. These tests help match individuals with roles that align with their strengths and motivations, improving job satisfaction and performance. They provide valuable insights into a candidate's suitability for a specific position. Job interview. Job interview is a formal conversation between a job applicant and the employees and representative. It could be done either on a one-on-one style or with panel of interviewers. The primary aim is to assess whether the applicant should be hired or not. Making a final decision. After all the preliminary and final interviews and employment tests are administered, the next essential step for the hiring committee is to make a final decision. Because of the importance of their choices, the hiring committee should meticulously look into the qualification inventory of the potential hire prior to making a job offer.
And
And that's
that's
the
the
end
end
of
of
our
our topic.
topic.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.